Hey everybody, welcome. It's Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy, and if you're looking for a new fairway wood in 2020, I may have something here today which will interest you. Stay tuned. So, what's I got to show you? I have got in my hand here today the new Cobra King SZ fairway woods. I've got a 3 and a 5 wood. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of testing with this 3 wood. Let me tell you a little bit about it first, and then we'll head next door into the hitting area and give it a hit. As I've been doing in a few videos recently, I'm going to do swing tests, club tests at variable club speeds. I'm going to focus more on swinging the club at speeds that may be relevant to the majority of golfers, so we'll get into that a little bit later. But let's talk to you about this little beauty. First time I've retailed Cobra golf equipment in the 30 years I've been involved in golf retail, and I'm really excited. I think Cobra have really got it just about right at the moment with their product range, and there's a lot of expectation and excitement about their new driver, which I know has been done on YouTube. I don't get access to that product until I get it into fitting, so that'll be another couple of weeks away, I guess. But anyway, the fairway would arrive yesterday, so I thought let's get in, do the review on it on the Cobra SZ. Let's tell you a little bit more about the spec of it. We'll flash up some nice pictures and images as we go. So what have we got? We've got hollow split rails here, which means a 70% larger hotspot from heel to toe for more speed. Sounds good. We've got this CNC milled face, which we see on the drivers as well. This is 5 times more precise, apparently, I guess, than the previous model. So it's a larger area of the face is up to the legal limit. So I guess that's his keeping ball speeds up and all this sort of stuff. And on the bottom, Cobra were famous for years ago. I might put a picture up, which I've put up before. The baffler rails, these 2 rails on the bottom, enhance speed and stability through all turf conditions. So they've really retained that sort of baffler theme and taken it into the to the modern clubs. The crown is made from carbon. It's an ultralight carbon crown. This is all about saving weight so that they can reposition weight in other areas. On the back of the club here, give you a little close up here. You can see the little weight here. This is a 12-gram weight. Golf designers are very keen these days on moving weight backwards, especially on fairway woods, to try and help launch the ball up in the air. We've got great adjustability. I do love the fitting system on the Cobra clubs. It's very simple. I'm not knocking this, but you look at the Titleist and the Callaway sort of adjustability. You've got 2 sets of things to move around, and I find the Titleist really difficult to sort of engage, and the Callaways to a degree. This one, as you can see here, is just got one little adjustment here, and on this little adjustment pad I can move loft from 14.5 down to 13. I can get it to 13.5. I can get it all the way up to 16 degrees. I've also got 2 draw settings. I've got a 13.5 degree draw setting and a 15.5 degree draw setting. So, you know, there's a loft and there's a setup there that should suit every golfer. Shaft-wise, this one's fitted with a Tensai blue. I've got this in a regular flex today. It's about 65 grams in weight. It's got the lambkin grip on here, and all Cobra clubs come fitted with the Connect system. Excuse my phone, bonging away. Thought that was on silent, but it obviously isn't. So the Connect system is something where you can download an app to your device, your phone generally, and it's going to then start tracking your yardages, all the rest of it. It's not free. The app's free, but the actual service you do have to pay for. I'll maybe flash up some details on the cost of that. Not that it's that important. Nice head cover. Head covers are head covers, aren't they? But it's a bit of quality. You sometimes find on some cheaper golf clubs that the head cover's rubbish, but it looks like a nice strong head cover with a bit of elastication in the back to stop the thing falling off, which is annoying when your covers start falling off. So that's enough techie specky. Let's get next door and give this thing a hit, shall we? Let's go. Okay everybody, we're in the hitting area. Got the lights down nice and dark, so hopefully we can see the screen and get the numbers back for you. Got this set to 14.5. As I said, next door I've got the Tenside blue regular shaft in here. I'm going to attempt to do a variable speed test this morning. What I mean by that is I'm going to try and swing the club at variable speeds. That was obvious, wasn't it? I guess. I'm going to mix them up a bit. I'm going to try and get some down sort of low 80s, mid 80s, and then maybe lean on a couple. Just see what the numbers are, just to make that a little bit more relevant to maybe what you're doing, rather than me trying to smash it as hard as I can, which may not be relevant. So yeah, price wise, this is going to retail in the UK, I believe, at around about £229 is I think where this will settle at. May drop a little bit from that, I don't know. That's the recommended retail. And Cobra seems to hold that price point really well. So yeah, I mean, not cheap, but no golf clubs are these days, are they? So 229 for this one, fully custom fittable. There may be upcharges on certain specific shafts. As I say, I'm very new to Cobra, so I don't know all the ins and outs of the upcharges just yet, but I'll learn as we go. Should we hit some? Usual scenario, GC2 running. I've got Callaway Chrome soft balls on the deck. The GC2 is set to dry, so the ball will release and run a little bit. Let me shut up and hit a few and see what we get. I'm going to go for a couple of fairly slow ones to start with if I can. Shape and ball striking may be a little bit intermittent here as I try and reduce my swing speed, but we'll have a go. See where we get, shall we? I'm going to set up for a little fade, feel, might not get the fade, but I'm just going to go a little soft one to start with. And that was a fraction heavy, to be quite honest. Didn't really catch it very well, but sort of 7 out of 10 strikes. So we dive in and just get that as a little bit of a baseline figure. Let's see what we got. So we'll go on ball speed rather than club speed. So ball speed, we'll do both, but remember GC2 without the other attachment is not absolutely banged. It's pretty close. We'll call that around about 78 to 80 miles an hour club speed with an accurate ball speed of about 109, 110. I've got a carry distance there of 161 with a predicted run out of 180, 179. That obviously depends on ground conditions, uphill, downhill, wind, all the rest of it. GC2 thinks it's dead flat, about 70 degrees with a little bit of run on it. So you've got to take these numbers with a little bit of pinch of salt, but they should just give you some ideas. Spinning at about 3.6, launching at about 18 degrees. So if you're the sort of golfer who swings it around about 80 miles an hour-ish with a 3-wood, that's what you're going to get-ish. What I noticed in previous testing here is these clubs are very easy to launch. This is a 14.5 degree. Remember, I can launch this up to 16 if I want to, loft-wise. I do struggle with some 3-woods to get them airborne because I'm a low ball hitter. And that, for me, was quite a good launch. So we will continue. We'll go for a little bit more club speed. We'll see if we can move this one somewhere up into the mid-80s. Oh, you'll have to bear with me. There is going to be some variability on strike. Do you want to have a look at that? That was a toe strike to start with. There's a lot of things wrong with that shot. Hit it out of the toe. It kind of flipped the club face a little bit shut. But again, this is just giving you some ideas. Club speed's moved up into mid-80s. Ball speed gone to about 120. Carry's gone to 180, predicted run out 203, quite low spin because I got that sort of knuckleball type strike as I hit it out the toe, but you know, these are shots that as golfers we're going to hit, aren't they? There's no point me doing a video and editing it to death, just showing you like the 4 most perfect strike. I could do that. I could do 4 immaculate shots because I can edit this stuff out. But I quite like showing you the bad ones because it's what we're going to do, aren't we, as golfers? Let's hit another one. I'm going to try and get similar club speed, but a little bit straighter. I'm going to try and get a little draw on this one. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Pushed it a little bit. It's coming back with a touch of draw. I'm guessing, playing the guessing game here, That felt mid-80s. I'm going to go 86. Probably way off it. Oh, I was. It's higher than I expected. 90, nearly 91 miles an hour club speed. Ball speed creeping up to 127. Carry up to 191. Predicted run out up to 210. Launch was low. That's more me than the club. So we're getting some good variability here, aren't we, in club speeds. Now, for you people who like to see the biggies, bigger, I'm going to try and lean on one a little bit. Not a bad strike, just pushed it a little bit. I'm guessing club speed there will be approaching 3 figures. Interested what the ball speed is. Hit it pretty good, just pushed it a fraction. Yeah, so that's me getting pretty much towards full power. Probably got a little bit more in me if I had a big breakfast. Club speed 100, ball speed 141. Again, very low ball launch. That's me. I would loft this up personally. If I was fitting this, I would probably get this up to about 15.5 to help me launch it. 213 carry, around about 230 total. Spinning at 4,400, but very low launch at 11. Interesting. Let's just go for another slower one. I'm going to go down the grip a little bit, just see what we get. That was quite a, I've cut it a little bit because I haven't been able to release it. That's got to be close to, felt like about 80-ish. Shall we see? Not far off. 82, looked like 115 ball speed. So again, hopefully these are relevant numbers. If you're this sort of swing speed, ball speed, 115 ball speed, that's going to give you around about 190 total, dependent on climatic and conditions around you. So, what do we think of the Cobra King SZ? Or as you say in America, SZ. I think you say SZ rather than Z, don't you? I like it. I like it a lot. Is it any better than anything else on the market? Like a Ping G410 or the latest Callaway or TaylorMade? I don't think so. I don't see how a Fairway wood can be like astonishingly better. The thing that I found very interesting was its hittability. It did feel very forgiving on some of those off-centre hits. And I don't know if this is down to the mill face, keeping up the ball speeds or what. Shaft definitely performs, very high performing shaft. It looks great. It's not too jazzy on the top, which I like. It just kind of works. So there you go. That is my opinion of this Cobra King SZ Fairway wood. I've got a 5 wood which I might test for you sometime as well. Looking forward to trying the driver. It should be in the stores. I think this comes into the UK market for sale on the 24th of January. And today is the 15th of January. So we've got about another week, 2 weeks before this is launched in the UK. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Post your comments down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, really trying to grow it this year. My aim is to try and get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm up about 8 and a bit at the moment. So with your help, I can get to 10,000. That's me in the big time. 10,000. You look at some of these guys out there like Rick Shields. What's he got there? 500,000 subscribers. And Mark Crossfield, 250,000. Good luck to them. Good luck to those guys. They do a good job. But yeah, I'm setting my goal at 10,000. So if you haven't subscribed, help me out, click on that button. Thank you very much. Advertisement over. I'm going now. I've got a lesson shortly, so goodbye.